Being here.
We up in this piece.
KaijuPaladinGabriel
That's right.
2018, making it happen.
Yep, both of us rocking beards, although your beard's got a little bit more, scruff to it.
It's been going for a little while.
Yeah, how long have you been growing that out, man?
I mean, it has to be like 5 or 6 months at this point. Yeah.
I've been growing this out for about a month, and already I hate myself. I just I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, who are you? Because I'm used to seeing myself with the goat.
Yeah, you got the goat's already functional, you know.
Yeah, I'm thinking about shaving it down and making it even with with this here.
Well, the trick that I learned about growing and like getting the thickness is to go to your Adam's apple, 2 fingers above it, and shave at that line and let everything else grow out.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm doing, like trying to do as much along the neckline as I can. Not I just did like a throat slip thing there, like Chris Benoit, like. Yeah.
We can't be 3 minutes in and start talking about Chris Benoit already.
This is true. This is very true. We can't.
Might be a little bit off the chain.
Yeah, we can't go ahead and do that. No. But yeah. So everyone who is tuning in right now, well, not tuning in, but watching this at your home and on your whatever device, you know, your iPhone.
Mobile. I always watch. I don't hardly ever watch on my computer YouTube or anything. It's always I find myself just falling into the void of YouTube on my phone. Well,
yeah. Mostly I do it on my iPhone or my iPad, but whenever I'm editing videos, I have to watch on my computer because pulling my phone out while I got my computer right there is impractical. But whenever I'm in just like laying on my bed, I have to use my iPhone or I have to use my iPad. I have to. It's a must. I mean, I can't. That's the weird thing.
I have a MacBook Pro, and I don't feel comfortable, like, having that. It's thin, it's small. I don't feel comfortable with that in the bed.
No. I remember back before I had my iPad and before my phone was, like, before I was capable of, like, streaming like, full video and everything, no problem. I had to, I did have my laptop in my bed. Like, I'd lay on my side, and I'd have my laptop right there, and I'd type with one hand.
It just makes me feel like, you know, at that point, I might as well get the bag of Doritos, the 2-liter of cola, 3 different controllers.
No, I didn't go that far.
Once I start piling up the stuff on the bed, it accumulates, and I'm just like,
that was
Jabba the Hutt laying there. Yeah, so cannot do the laptop in bed.
So yeah, but. I really can't stop myself, can I?
Yeah.
But dude, you and I, we've hung out a lot ever since high school.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say we're probably on the level of best of friends.
We're best of friends.
Yeah, I would say that.
Consider you in that regard for sure.
Yeah, and here they come.
We got the ladies in the house.
Yep. Hi, ladies.
The distinguished ladies.
Yes. Ladies of distinction.
Ladies of all kinds.
Ladies of class and style. Yes, man.
I felt like that one was like staring through my soul through those little tiny glasses.
Yeah. She was just like looking at you just like, better watch out, honey.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
And we got the fellas. We got the fellas coming through, the Darth Vaders.
Oh, yeah, Darth Vader and Boba Fett.
There was somebody
killer
dressed
costume,
up like a freaking Nazi there a minute ago.
No.
So here, I want to get.
Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on that? Is there a level like where do you draw the line with your costumes? Because that was kind of past the line for me.
Well, to me, that's not really past the line. Like if they walked in here like doing the Gush step and taking it too far, like quoting Hitler in German and all that. That, I think, would be a little bit too far.
Right.
But where he's portraying a character that is in a very popular series on Amazon, you probably haven't seen the series.
I started watching it, and I fell asleep through the 3rd episode like twice, so I just tapped out.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Well, some people are really into that show, and to me, I think it depends on, like we always talk about context and everything.
Yeah.
I think context matters a lot, and I think as long as he's not in here, like, coming up to, like Brian would see that and he would say he'd just like shake his hand and just be like, that's a cool outfit, man, where'd you get that?
Well,
and
for me it's just whenever you walk that thin line of you don't know who you're going to come across and how that could have impacted their life in some way.
I get that.
Like for me, where I run in the punk rock community, a lot of times we got to deal with skinheads and that whole culture that thinks that, no, that's not just a character, or it's not.
No, it's not.
That's seriously, their belief system.
Yeah,
so
honestly,
for me, encountering that more, often than the average person, it might seem a little bit more of a serious deal.
Well, I understand. Yeah. And me personally, I see I see the problem with it being out in public a lot, because, like, for instance, okay, I'm going to tell you this, and anyone who's watching as well. Me and my mom, we went through this old chest that belonged to my mom's great uncle. He served in World War II. You know what we found in there?
What?
We found I'd say about this long and about that tall Nazi flag.
Oh, a war trophy.
Yeah, he brought it back from Germany, and I saw it, and I'm just like, Mom, and Mom goes, "Oh, don't worry. He showed me that a long time ago. That was a war trophy he brought back from Germany when he was there."
Yeah, that's crazy.
Park. Yeah, and
but that's different. That's like a severed head of your enemy type thing. That's not.
Yeah.
I'm wearing this out, and this is like what I represent.
Well,
and stuff like that.
No, that guy clearly he doesn't
Obviously
represent.
Not.
Well, no,
yeah.
Because honestly, in the show, if you watch the show and you get the context and everything, I think where it had the American thing along the side of it, that's the one that they have in the show.
Okay.
And,
yeah, I didn't recognize anything other than I saw this.
Yeah, you saw. Well, actually, that original symbol, dude, is in Buddhism.
Oh no, I get it. I'm not trying to.
No.
That was obviously not the Buddhist swastika.
No.
No.
No. Yet another thing that Hitler stole and tried to make his own. But honestly, man, just seeing it, like, when things go too far, it depends person to person.
Okay.
For me,
not to delve too far into that rabbit hole. I just wanted to get your feelings on.
Like, for me, I don't like. I saw a costume one time. It did make me cringe a little bit, but at the same time, enough time, because tragedy plus time equals comedy. Alan Alda said that, and I believe it.
I agree.
A guy came to a convention dressed as Steve Irwin and had a stingray sticking out of his chest.
Now, to me, that's
making... That's a little bit too far too soon.
I don't take that as harsh, because to me, it's kind of making light of a tragic situation. It's a comedy situation. That wasn't really a comedy situation.
No.
So whenever it comes to comedy, I'm pretty dark in my humor. But, I recently had a bad experience with somebody a few people that I consider a friend. They had a meme that they posted on Facebook. It was like, "How dark is your humor?" And it showed these, starving African children reaching out, and a dude in front of a TV screen chugging a bottle of water in front of them. And to me, these are actual pictures of actual children starving to death.
Yeah.
I see that, and there is no part of me that's like, okay, I find humor in this now.
Yeah, it's when it's separated from real life is when the comedy really comes in.
Right, but then you got the good point that I got backlash from, and I understand where it could seem kind of hypocritical, is I don't see anything wrong with Starvin' Marvin in South Park.
Oh, I don't either, because
because
in the end, Starvin' Marvin wins.
But also they're kind of pointing the fingers at and exposing the entities in the world that caused that situation to happen. These, money-hungry governing bodies and companies that exploit those people. And
that's one thing I've learned over time. In terms of studying world history and I studied American history a lot, but when I started to delve into world history, I started to see there were injustices that were happening in the United States throughout history and all that. And then I look at world history, and I'm just like, it's pretty much the same everywhere else. Everywhere else has that.
A lot of bad stuff.
Well, yeah. Well, everywhere else
has a lot of bad stuff in history.
Of course there is. And the thing about it is, you want to be on the right side of history. And personally, in most part, outside of a few outliers, America has, for the most part, been on the right side of history.
We've been okay.
We haven't been perfect.
As far as the quality of life that we have here right now, and the ability to do the things like we are at this convention and speak open and freely the way that we are right now, we have a lot of advantages.
Yeah.
That doesn't deter from the fact that we have some ugly stuff in our history, and we got a long way to go.
Of course. It's an ever-changing, ever-evolving world that we have to adapt to.
I'm unconvinced that anybody's doing it better.
No. Well, you can
as
point,
far as quality of life for the citizens.
Well, yeah. Well, I know some people will point to some communes and stuff out there, and I've seen some communes that I'm just like, okay, maybe they got a good thing going, but that isn't the life I want to live.
Yeah.
You see, that is a way of life that certain people have prescribed to, like certain communes in India where they don't have any electricity or it's just like the Amish. I'm pretty sure that there are plenty of Amish people out there who are perfectly happy with the lives that they are living.
Oh, I'm sure.
But at the end of the day, it comes down to personal preferences. Like me, I am used to the comforts of the internet. I'm used to the comforts of electricity, air conditioning. I'm used to being able to go to a grocery store, buy groceries that I can get. We have abundance. We have an abundance of things that we are used to and whenever people that's why I try my damnedest to never complain too much.
Oh my God, I'm extremely blessed.
Oh yeah,
I'm blessed beyond belief.
Well, because I don't want to I'm not one to complain about how bad my life is, because my life's not bad. I have fun, dude. I have a lot of fun, and I have a lot of friends and family members that care for me and all that. But on top of that, I live in an age where, polio's not a thing, smallpox is not a thing, and also we have miracles like this. I mean, if you had to be teleported back, the internet, the fact that we're looking at ourselves on this screen here, the fact that we're talking through these devices that amplify our voices and allow them to be transported across the world through fiber optic cables, that if you were to try to explain this to a caveman, he would hit you over the head, drag you into his hut,
believe you to be a god,
or believe you to be no, but you'd have to prove it in front of him. That's the thing. If you had to try and explain it to him, it's just like
impossible.
Oh yeah, this piece of
Prometheus and Bob,
Oh God,
do you remember that?
Yeah, Kablam.
Kablam.
I remember Kablam, dude. The freaking Prometheus and Bob shorts. Those were just hilarious. Could not as a kid, I laughed at them because they had slapstick, but as an adult, the deeper meanings actually dawn on me, and I'm just like, wow.
Right.
I did not think about that.
Yeah.
And you see, us talking about this stuff, right? Well, yeah, we're at a convention where stuff like that is prevalent. People bring up memories and stuff like that. And we're also
nostalgia. I'm in love with nostalgia.
Nostalgia is my thing, dude. Nostalgia is what I.
Me too.
Is
I really
one thing I live
on. That's
on.
what I do when it comes to gaming. It's more old school stuff. It's bargain stuff and things that other people have worn out. I'm playing for the first time.
Absolutely,
and it's wonderful for me. I'm a big emulation fan too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Which Nintendo's cracking down on that pretty freaking hard.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my gosh. I keep reading about all these websites that keep popping up and
prepared.
getting shut down. Oh, I know you're prepared. You probably got everything saved on like a hard drive or somewhere, and you've.
No, I don't, Nate.
Oh yeah, you don't. Wink.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me too. That's something we can definitely talk about. Emu Paradise gone.
Yeah, gone.
Gone.
The majority of the great emulation sites out there are gone.
Gone.
But the ROMs are still out there.
They're still out there, and they just came out with and it's in the beta version. Gosh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's an application on Android that emulates the 3DS.
Ooh, okay, yeah, I've heard about that. I hadn't seen that, but I've heard about that.
I started to try it out, and then they were kind of asking for some permissions that I wasn't comfortable with.
Oh, yeah.
So I kind of just this is kind of shady business anyway, and I don't really want to give out.
Yeah, I understand.
So
hey, Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose. Nice outfit. Killer outfit. Sorry.
Killing them with kindness. Nate.
Of course,
You're
man. Well, of course, and also the Ruby series. That's one series that me and the group have been watching for a long time.
I'm unfamiliar with it.
Oh, it's pretty much Harry Potter, but anime style. It's sort of a mixture between American and Japanese styles of animation, combining Hogwarts with pretty much anime high school stuff.
Are they doing their own original stuff? It's not like
Oh, no.
They're not using characters or anything?
No. They're doing their own thing. And each character has a certain color palette that they prescribe to, like Ruby Rose, Rose Red, Yang Xiaolong, which translates to yellow dragon. And then of course you have Weiss Schnee, and Weiss is German for white. And then you have Blake Belladonna, and Blake is synonymous with black. Okay. So you have RWBY Team Ruby.
I've been seeing in GameStop like the shirts that have that. Now, I had no idea what it was from.
Yeah.
So this is a YouTube show?
Yeah. It is on YouTube. At least the first 5 seasons are. Season 6, they're going strictly to their own website because YouTube and the whole YouTube adpocalypse thing that happened. Which hit us pretty heavy, but
YouTube not
being friendly.
Yeah, not being as nice, being as all-encompassing and accepting as they are promoting themselves to be.
Yeah, it's like,
which is really funny,
Well, here's one thing, an argument somebody made. It's just like, okay, so YouTube can deny business to anybody, right? Okay, so why are the people who refuse to make that cake for that gay couple being forced to make a cake, whereas YouTube is completely immune and doesn't have to abide by those standards? To me, it doesn't make any sense, because if a couple can be forced to make a cake for a gay couple who don't want to do it because of a religious affiliation,
right.
Which that's a gray area right there that I don't agree with the bakers for denying the service.
Man, a cake is a cake.
A cake is a cake, yeah.
How many cakes have they made that have been used at drunken birthday parties where family members have come to blows or whatever? You know, I mean, they don't know,
and I get
it's
that.
It's a cake.
I
Make
get that.
The cake.
No, I know.
People eat your cake. Who cares where they're or why they're eating the cake? You're cake makers,
I know. I agree with that. I agree with that. But the fact that they were forced to do that, but yet YouTube, like every time I hear somebody say that whole argument, I just think in my head, then how come those people were forced to bake that cake? It's like, shouldn't YouTube be forced to be beholden by their customer base, right, instead of by the companies who are all of a sudden pouring a shit ton of money? Like, I look at people like the biggest channels on YouTube. You look at PewDiePie, you look at Markiplier, you look at Jacksepticeye, you look at all these channels with over like 60, 30, and 20 million subscribers and all that. And then you see channels like Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon.
Isn't WWE number 2?
WWE, yeah, they are number 2 now. They actually passed up Hola Soy Your Man not too long ago, and actually no, they're number 3 because they're number 3 because a channel from India is actually threatening PewDiePie as the number 1 channel now because oh dude, they went from
what's their content?
Mainly musical stuff. It's Bollywood stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, and India is a huge market now for YouTube.
What is the Dollar Mandy?
Yeah.
That guy, is that how you say his name?
Yeah, I guess
roast me in the comments.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's terrible.
Go ahead.
He's like a Sony recording artist.
Yeah.
And that music video is gold. That song is gold. He's great. So I can understand how that's...
Yeah.
He got brought up on some like human trafficking charges.
Whoa!
Which turn out to just be like him having his people on tour with him and like not having the visas correct or something like that. And then he got slapped with some crazy human trafficking stuff.
It's any way they can squeeze money out of anybody, dude.
Yeah.
That's just like the Eagles. The Eagles.
He's just trying to bring his crew with him.
Yeah, it's just like one time the Eagles had prescription drugs with them on a plane that they just so happened to get in Canada for cheaper, but then they brought them back over to the United States on their own private jet, and because that's technically illegal, the federal government squeezed them for like a good $300,000. That's at $300 million. That'd have been ridiculous.
Yeah, that would have
been all their money.
Ending.
That'd have been all their money.
Just like,
yeah, but they try and find any way they can squeeze money out of you, dude. That's how the federal government works. That's how these organizations go. That's how they've always been. They aren't interested in you being an individual or anything like that. It's like, oh, go live the American dream where you can have this and have that. Nope. Taxes levied on you. You have to pay a certain amount to own a home in certain places. You have to pay a certain amount in taxes every single year. It's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. I can't stand it because me, as a person who wants to be a homeowner in the future, I mean, I'm glad I moved to I'm glad I moved to Tennessee, where the personal property taxes are a lot lower. They're a lot lower than in Virginia. Virginia is ridiculous.
Virginia slays for everything. The city tax in the town I'm living in is insane.
I couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
Because every time I look down at my taxes, I'm just like, that's how much I have to pay in taxes every year for the person. No. Instead, I moved to Tennessee, and I don't have to worry about it as much anymore. It's it's much less.
Well, we're looking to make the move too soon.
Oh, of course.
Relatively soon. My girlfriend and I are looking to make the move to Tennessee because it's where I want to be.
Hey, you're the only 10 I see.
So what are we doing for food around this joint? What do they got?
They got the concession stand out there, which has some good stuff in it.
I saw some trucks outside.
Yeah, they got the food trucks. They got They got one out there that's serving spring rolls. Pretty good. If I say so myself.
They need the lumpia.
Yeah.
Lumpia is where it's at.
Well, oompa, loompa, doompa, doo.
Do we have the plague? We got a plague doctor.
Uh-oh. Doctor, no plague here. No plague. Thank you, sir.
I think we've been blessed and healed with his.
Yes, his magical
hand.
Just.
Not to be confused with the Jedi mind tricks.
No, it's like, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Instead, it's like, this is not the plague you're looking for.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is not the plague I'm looking for. I need the bubonic plague. I want to die. Yeah.
Another thing to be thankful for. We don't have to deal with that.
Oh my gosh, dude! When I read how devastating that disease was, 1/3 of Europe's population died.
Yeah.
75 million people gone.
When there wasn't that many people on the planet.
Yeah, that was 1/3. That was effectively 1/3 of the world's population. Not
nearly as many people as there are now.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Nowadays, 7 billion plus people right now on the planet. Now, that's, it all happened whenever medicine moved forward, technology moved forward, and, hey, populations just took off.
And people weren't being shamed as much for doing it.
Oh, my gosh.
The sexual revolution?
The sexual revolution, I'm all for people, doing as they please and all that.
Yeah, I think the government has no place in the bedroom.
No, they don't.
Whatsoever.
No, they don't.
Get out. As long as there's 2 consenting adults and nobody's getting hurt.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't care.
None of your business.
None you damn business. So, I've been sitting here and I've been walking around and everything, talking to all the people who are here at the convention hall and everything. There's actually an artist down there. Let me see if I can spot his. Lance Footer, who is actually legally blind, but still draws.
That's insane.
Still is able to draw, and actually won an award in Orlando this year for best artist. The man is almost legally blind, and is just that's just amazing.
Yeah, I'm legally not blind at all, and I also cannot draw like. Visual arts,
get
out of here. I cannot draw.
I can't draw for shit.
I can't draw.
I did not.
I got a southern draw.
Oh gosh.
But I can't draw.
Yeah, me and my mom. We my mom tried to teach me how to draw and everything. I did not inherit my mom's artistic.
Who's a wonderful artist.
Yeah, and she
Your
doesn't
mom's
draw.
fantastic.
She doesn't draw nearly as much as she should, and that infuriates me to no end.
She was an art teacher in high school.
Yeah. Oh.
And she taught me to be able to draw a little bit for a short period of time.
Yeah.
And then I fell out of it and I've never been able to draw again, but she is magnificent.
Yeah, and I've said this on the channel before, the amount of people who just came up to me all the time was like, dude, your mom's hot.
Oh,
God.
No.
Oh, dude. Not only did I have to deal with that in middle school, I had to deal with it in high school too, because she switched whenever I went to high school, because I guess she wanted to just keep tabs on me. She wanted to make sure
your mom and your sister, you all look alike. You have similarities in the way that you look. So I always saw you and your mom. I never, she's a beautiful woman, obviously, but you have similarities that I just could never get past the fact that
I'm a spitting image of my dad.
I've never seen your dad.
Oh yeah. well, you have. It's just you. It's been a long time. Let me show. Let me
and
show them to you.
many brain cells that no longer exist.
True.
If we're being
Very
honest
true.
here.
Yeah, if we're being honest here. Yeah. Let's see. Photos of you. Where's? All right, Dad. Where you at? But like I'm gonna
feel like such an idiot when you show me his picture and I'm like, oh yeah, that guy.
Like, holy crap, Nate! Yeah, that's your dad.
But I swear, like I've just my memory is not good at all.
That's fine. I mean, honestly, oh my gosh, why is it taking so long to load up? It's because the signal in here is bunk. What do you expect? But yeah, I like for a long time I've been I've been told like me and my dad are like spitting images of one. Like
it's what people say about me too. I look just like my dad.
Oh yeah,
I'm just like not 6'7", 6'6".
Oh gosh, if you were your dad's height, you'd be like you'd be a huge professional wrestler around here.
Oh yeah.
You'd just be like you'd walk in the gym and just everyone would just be like, oh, big man.
You know, around here they'd be like, well, by God.
Well, by God.
By God.
It's like, good God Almighty, he's freaking huge.
That's a big old bull right there.
Yeah, you'd be. Oh God, that's an embarrassing picture. Hey, you remember this? Oh gosh, that's the one that we took with Zach during Zach's birthday, and I like had my tongue out like. Ah.
Which one?
Let me see if I can find the full picture of all of us together. Oh God, but
that was a fun time when we first started playing music together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll see if I can find the full picture of all three of us together. Oh man, so many good memories.
Oh yeah, we've had a blast.
Oh dude, yeah, and oh, is that it? Is that no? That's not it. Dang it. But yeah, we've had a hell of a lot of memories together since we originally decided to be friends in high school. It was when we were in 9 O'Clock Club.
One of my favorite memories of Nate is getting dropped off for theater practice, okay? And this man is standing on the stoop in front of the theater wielding a katana. Was it a katana or was it some kind of sword?
It was.
And it was just like Highlander up there practicing some moves, and I'm like, okay,
well,
what kind of sparring weapon does Nate have up there? And I go up there, no, it is an actual sword on school property, waving it around like a madman. I was just blown away.
Oh yeah, that's me and my dad right there.
Wow, you do look a lot like him.
Yeah, there's a picture if you can. Yeah, there you go. They can see it now. Yeah, I am.
Pops.
Oh yeah, that's my pops. I am actually a little bit taller than him. But oh gosh, Generation Undeclared. Those. Oh yeah, look at these old pictures.
Oh man.
Look at these right here. Look at these old pics.
Oh wow, that's when I wore the Dale Earnhardt shirt out of spot.
And the blue cowboy hat.
That was a state trooper hat.
Hey, sick outfit, my man.
Awesome. Look, you good, dude.
Hey, you wanna pose for the camera? If you don't want to, it's fine. Don't worry.
You got to pay for greatness, Nate.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's.
He's bashful.
It's okay. He's a kid. He'll get used to it. It's the con life, man. Get him young, and the possibilities are endless. I tried to maintain it as long as I could.
You're killing me. I saw some jalapenos over there at the burger station, but I couldn't make a jalapeno burger. What?
Instead, I grabbed me a beer. What? 2 beers. What? 3 beers. What? A shot of whiskey. What? Put on some chapstick. What? Put in some chewing gum. What?
That got so annoying.
It did for the longest time. What? I love it when people own the what chants.
I hate it.
Well, Alexa Bliss, when she, as much as I know people hate her, she plays a good heel.
I don't know why people have a problem with the way she does things, because she's a phenomenal heel.
I think so, too. I think she's probably, I think outside of Charlotte Flair, she's probably the best heel. I think Sasha Banks can be a good heel, too. It's just they're afraid to turn her heel. They don't want to.
Now, Nikki is one of those people who low-key acts like she's not a wrestling fan, but then she'll find herself invested in a storyline. So when Ronda Rousey and Alexa Bliss were going at it,
that's why it's
then she got invested in that storyline. Well, I think it was a large part to do with how good of a heel Alexa Bliss was playing. You know, she was doing a really good job generating heat off Ronda Rousey and just being like a snarky little brat. I mean, it worked. It got my girlfriend invested, and she doesn't want to be invested in wrestling, so that was a hard sell.
Well, honestly, you see, it's the inclusion of Ronda Rousey that brings in more fans. It's going to bring in more fans, and fans are going to see the allure of
the Toll Time guy. I'm loving it.
You
got it. Would you mind being on camera for us?
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, like posing for the camera. Let me.
That's great.
Howdy, neighbor. How are you doing?
Doing good.
Doing good. Trying our best.
Such a great idea, man.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
awesome.
I like that.
Yeah.
If only Ben were here, he'd do the whole Tim the Toolman. He's a huge Home Improvement fan. He quotes it all the time. He's just like, oh.
Yeah,
Have
exactly.
Fun. Exactly.
We appreciate it, man.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I would say that's my favorite cosplay so far. The men are winning, in my opinion.
Wow, that's something.
I mean, that was the most original and so simple.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody do that. Never would have expected to see it. That was awesome.
Howdy ho there, neighbor.
Howdy ho. And then they didn't show that guy's face until like the last episode. Right?
Yeah, that was the allure of it. And they showed his face. It's just like, oh, he's normal. He's normal.
You know it's over at that point. For sure.
Well, they wanted it to be over. They've been going for over 10 seasons. So
what an accomplishment. You know.
Now his new show, Last Man Standing. It's on its 7th season. So Tim Allen.
Haven't even heard of it.
Oh, dude. Nobody talks about it because it's never promoted. Because Tim Allen's actually a fairly conservative guy, and his viewpoints on the show are actually fairly conservative, and nobody liked that. ABC actually fired him, even though the ratings were going up and up and up.
Wow. So who picked it up?
Fox. Who else?
Of course.
That's a Killer Hot Girl outfit.
I'm not too familiar with Hawk Girl.
DC character. She was in the Justice League. She's it's a different race of people who are born with hawk wings and crazy strength.
Like Bird Person.
Yeah.
From Rick and Morty.
Bird Person, no. Tammy, what are you doing?
They're trying to play that guy off as a Native American, right?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Even though he's voiced by Dan Harmon, who is the whitest son of a bitch I've ever seen.
Ever, yeah.
Yeah, he's a big, burly, bearded white dude, and he's just there. He's just like, Tammy, please don't be nasty. You know what this girl likes the taste of? Tammy, please, bird dick.
Rick and Morty is insane, dude.
It's a nut show. It's so crazy, and I love it. It's because
Rick and Morty is insane. But
yes, it is.
The appeal for me is that they don't give you everything all at once. They want to drag stuff out. They don't want to oversaturate, with content.
Well, they don't want to they don't want to repeat the stories too much because, and that's what you should achieve to do. You see, have recurring things, but have more mysteries involved with that person. That's just like, have you watched the newest season, the 3rd season?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure I've seen everything that's out.
Well, have you seen the Rick Lantis expedition where it actually went back to the Citadel?
Oh, yeah.
With the reveal of Evil Morty.
Right.
I thought that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what are they going to do in season 4? How's Evil Morty? Is Evil Morty going to be involved? Or is he going to die off screen and then they're going to find out about it later in just a nonchalant manner?
I really have no clue what they're going to do.
I don't either. That's the beauty of the show. You never know what the hell they're going to do. And it's like here, what we're doing what we're doing here was we're actually, once again, we're going back to this nerd culture stuff. I mean, Rick and Morty is also a show built on nostalgia because the original basis for it was Doc and Marty from Back to the Future.
Right. Holy crap. It's a samurai green Power Ranger.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm telling you, the men are winning here, dude.
Dude, that is amazing.
The men are
amazing
winning.
Outfit. Look at that.
And, you know, usually I'm saying, you know, at the beginning, I was like, it's the ladies. The ladies are always killing it on the cosplay.
Yeah, but this is nuts. Look at this guy.
The men are killing
dude. This guy has such a great outfit. Let me ask him to be on here. Hey, bud, do you mind? We have a camera here. Do you mind doing a little like exhibition for us on camera? All right. Hey, thank you.
You have one of the coolest costumes I've ever seen.
Absolutely. The green.
So cool.
My gosh. Let me get him on camera. There you go. Okay. Let me scooch this back a little bit. There we go.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
That is so cool.
Did you make this?
Nice. Very
my
nice.
gosh.
Oh my god. From the ground up.
Skill, man.
Nice.
Obviously, there's certain pieces that I didn't.
Uh-huh.
You know, I mean, these are scrubs.
Well, yeah,
right.
yeah.
But as far as all the foam work, I did foam and wood right here.
Nice.
These are all handmade.
Truly impressive and original. I like it.
The sheath is just PVC pipe. I mean,
everything that's just so
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I love the look of that. I also love the little changes that you made on the chest plate there with the symbols in the middle.
Right.
I like all four of them are like northern. Like, gosh, it's so good.
So cool.
Oh my gosh, and the helmet too.
Yeah.
What's the hood, the ornament on the helmet made out of? Is that action foam or?
it's all foam floor mats, actually.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
EVA foam, repurposed floor mats.
That is so
Gosh,
cool.
That is nuts.
It reminds me of like when the Ninja Turtles went back in time to like feudal Japan.
Yeah.
But like if Tommy went with them, you know.
Yeah.
That's super sick.
Actually, that probably would have been a good storyline to do for a movie or something.
Yes.
If they'd ever done like another OG series with the Green Ranger involved, and they went back in time and they actually had to like get samurai garb back then. That'd been so cool.
And this is actually a concept piece based on some of the artwork from Dune Comics.
Nice.
Oh.
I forget the artist's names, but he did sort of a feudal set with all of the Rangers, Goldar, and stuff like that.
Let me actually get the mic up to you so we can.
I'll operate the camera.
Okay. Let me get this microphone swooped around to you so we can actually hear what you're selling there, man. There you go.
Can you hear me, buddy?
Should be able to. Let me get
Yeah.
over here. Okay, speak for us.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
I'll be that guy.
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you now. That is such an awesome outfit, dude.
Yeah,
thanks. So
man.
cool.
I appreciate it. I wish my buddy could have been here. My best friend's actually the Red Ranger, and together we're great.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
my gosh.
So it's pretty awesome.
Oh my. I would. Here's one thing. I'd love for. Has Jason David Frank seen your outfit?
He actually. Did I have this ready for him? And I think I have seen him with this.
Man.
And
So,
he was pretty stoked about it.
Nice.
So this is actually my third cosplay. I've done Green Ranger, traditional Green Ranger.
Of course, yeah.
Kind of Bat in the Sun style. White Ranger movie mashup, and then this one was my third.
Nice.
Definitely most intensive. The other Rangers were difficult. The helmet cast I've never worked with, but this being completely foam and just kind of fabricating from my mind.
Yeah, and I also like that you're bringing in the Zord with it with the Dragon Zord faceplate.
The faceplate.
And also the medallions on the side too. The power coins on the side. That's
exactly
so cool, man.
Exactly.
Gosh,
day for me
applause,
so
dude.
far.
Applause, massive,
Definitely.
Well, I
massive
appreciate it, man.
applause.
Thanks for the love.
Hey, thank you, man. Hey, we're doing this. We're trying to get as many people as we can to show off their costumes and everything.
Awesome.
We had a Mickey Mouse come by and like do some. Like
he was great.
He was
like,
killing it.
after
Yeah.
these messages, we will
He
be
is
right
great.
back.
Yeah. He was actually dancing a little bit with Walter Jones yesterday. That was
Oh
fantastic.
gosh, that's awesome.
I think Walter Jones posted some on his Instagram, but it was hilarious. So
Yeah,
funny.
that's great.
Yeah, we're trying to get. I'm trying to actually get Walter and like some of the other celebrity guests over
Right.
here. I got to talk to Veronica Taylor. I've talked to Austin St. John. I've talked to Catherine Sutherland. See if they all want to come over. If they want to like do like a little. I'm trying to do a thing called the Con Life, where they talk about their experiences on the convention circuit. You know, what's some of the best experiences? What's one experience that's just made you go, "Crap, I shouldn't have done that."
Right. Exactly.
So have you been to a lot? a lot of conventions?
Well, I just started a little over a year and a half ago,
cool.
and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah,
sweet.
So luckily,
have you gone to Dragon Con yet with that?
I have not.
Oh,
I have
man.
not. It's on my list.
That
it's
outfit,
on my list.
like that outfit would be crazy. And one thing you could do to add to the allure of the swords is you could actually put LEDs down the blades and everything.
I was thinking about that, kind of like a Genji style.
Yeah, dude.
Totally
so
thinking about
cool.
that. We have a couple of things. Me and my buddy in works for 2019.
Nice.
But we, evidently we have a baby is coming, so
Oh,
that might
awesome.
put
Congratulations.
put a little thank
Congratulations,
you.
man.
That might put a couple things, a little speed bump.
Hey,
no pun intended.
No, instead, you know what you need to do? You make yourself like a baby Bjorn that where you can wear with that.
Yes. People have been telling me.
Like put little daggers on its back to go.
They say, con life is going to change, and I was like, I'm just going to have an added accessory.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
exactly.
That's what it's going to be
you're
for
gonna
me.
Be, you're gonna be Con Dad Supreme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So hopefully in 2019, Dragon Con's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to make it out there. I hear it's fantastic.
Hopefully we can make it down there too, man. We wanted to go this year, but scheduling conflicts got in our way.
Right.
But hopefully we will be able to go next year and see everything they got, because Dragon Con is effectively like Comic-Con South,
Right.
Outside of like South by Southwest, like
Right.
certain forms of South by Southwest, and also RTX, which is in Texas. Which,
Absolutely.
oh
Right.
gosh,
That's a trek.
that is a trek
For sure.
Yeah, if you're not flying, which I ain't got the money.
Right. I grew up in the military. My dad, we've made that drive several times.
Oh yeah,
It is a trek.
Uh,
But yeah, it's awesome, man. Loving it. First time here at Conapalooza.
Nice.
Awesome.
So
Hey,
love
love the outfit, man. And
Thank you.
Hey, I can't wait to see. I hope to see you at the other conventions, man. And
Absolutely.
hey, best of luck with the baby and everything.
Appreciate you.
Thank
Yeah,
Hey,
thanks
thank
for
y'all.
talking with us.
Do you guys
Thank
happen to have a card or anything?
Yeah,
Like a little
actually,
podcast to follow?
Bridgeforth right there. But if you want to follow us, we are Renegade Media Group on YouTube. We have 165,000 subs.
Can I get a picture of him with you so I get the video?
Sure. Absolutely.
Come back here?
Yeah, if you want to come back around. Yeah. Hey, look out, Brian. We got a dragon coming through. Yeah. So if you want to just set that back there, Chad. Also, stuff over here. So yeah, now they can see us all on here, all side by side, like. Yeah. We need to seat down lower. Let us know. All right.
Love the face, by the way.
Thank you. Guys, I appreciate you. Hey, I appreciate you. Hey, killer out. Kill.
So awesome. And that's what I'm saying, like the visual stuff,
Yeah, I love this stuff. This stuff is amazing.
I can't fathom how people are
Yeah. Take care, guys. Have a good one.
I can't fathom how people are that talented.
I can't either, dude. I see stuff like that and. There we go. Sorry, I turned my mic off on accident. But you see stuff like that, I just love. I love seeing stuff like that. The commitment that some people have to the art form.
It's insane.
Oh yeah, and the level of creativity, the level of just awesomeness. I can't just.
And it's something that you just have to jump into.
Yeah. Uh-oh. So yeah, I'm sorry. I turned that down so they can't. Yeah, it's drowning it out now. So. A12.
Cool.
Now that's cool. I like that. Is that a? No, it's not from Dead Space. I thought that was like a Dead Space concept.
Yeah, I still need to get into Dead Space, man. I still haven't. I've played around with it a little bit, and I've never fully gotten into the game.
No, I understand. Well, here. So, actually, I think I accidentally turned your mic down a little bit. There you go.
Got
Sorry.
me?
Yeah, I got you now. Okay.
Cool.
But yeah, Dead Space, dude, I definitely would recommend it. It's probably one of my favorite horror games of the last 10 years, easy. And I'm so pissed because EA shut the studio down that made it.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. It was not that studio's fault that they folded. It's because EA forced a bunch of stuff on them that they didn't want to do.
That seems to be the story with almost everything that they take over.
Yeah.
Everything they put their hands on.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I mean, you have these great studios, especially considering they just added in one of my favorite game designers of all time, Amy Hennig. She was the creator and like lead writer of the first 3 Uncharted games.
Right.
And she got put as lead director for Visceral Games, the people that made the Dead Space games. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what kind of stuff are they going to come up with? And they actually had a concept down for a Star Wars game, but then Disney bought the rights to Star Wars.
the Imperials. Here they are.
Hey, we're actually doing a little bit of a podcast broadcast thing, and we're actually like getting people who pass by if they're interested in showing off their outfits and costumes on this camera. If you all would be interested in doing that for us. Okay, there we go. So yeah,
holding it down.
Oh yeah, right there. That's perfect. It's got all y'all in there. Oh, let me get the camera stable. There we go. Okay.
Uh-oh, the Imperials in the house.
Yep,
Look
the Empire's
out.
Here. Look at them. That's cool. That's cool. That's yeah, that's good. Thank you.
You guys having a good time?
Have a good. Yeah, having a good one.
Partying.
Yep.
I can't hear you too well.
That's fine.
Oh, that's okay.
That's fine, dude.
Do you have anything doing your voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaker right here.
That is awesome,
nice.
dude. Yeah.
That's
You
so
did a great
cool.
job with that, man.
Very nice.
Yeah.
For sure. I enjoyed all the updates and everything as the progress went down.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a long. How long did it take?
This kit was like 8 months.
8 months.
8 months.
Jeez.
I saw, yeah, the progress in the helmet. For those of you who don't know, this guy, this is Zach Bates, the man himself. Known him for a long time. We actually were in 9 O'Clock Club together, acting after school thing a long time ago, and he's been doing this project on his Facebook and everything, like showing it off, and especially the helmet. The helmet, day by
cool.
like week after week, coming in and seeing new updates on him. Just like wow, just
I agree. Blown away, dude.
Yeah, absolutely, killer work.
Very
man.
cool. What's your Stormtrooper number?
TK82214.
There you go.
There you are.
Legit.
Actually, let me. Actually, I've got the microphone over there. If you actually want to speak into it, right there, that one. It's
This one
right
here?
in front of you, man. Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TK82214.
There you go. That I heard it there.
Legit.
Nice. It's killer.
The real deal.
Absolutely. So yeah.
Catch you guys later, though.
All right.
See you, brother. Thank
catch you
you.
around, man. See you later.
So cool.
Zach's a cool guy.
Yeah,
Zach,
he is.
He actually works at a local gaming store in my former hometown, your current hometown, Wise VA, or is it Norton technically?
I don't know if he's there or not. I haven't seen him there in a really long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's probably moved on. He's probably doing something else now.
Yeah.
And he's-
G2K games though, they're really cool.
Yeah.
They let us do the gaming on a budget there
That was
whenever.
that was the first ever episode there.
Yeah, and we got another one that we should have had finished a long time ago, but
Yeah.
I've been having some issues with the game capture of the PS Vita.
Yeah,
I have to get a PlayStation TV to pull that off, I think.
Well, and not only that. Well, I just told you, hey, have Nikki film it over your shoulder and everything, because I think I don't want you to like have to break the bank or something like that. Just to,
I really want one.
Oh, you want a PS TV?
Yeah.
Hey, that'll probably
Yeah.
be something we can build up towards.
Yeah,
for you
I
in
really
the future.
want one because I love the Vita games. It's kind of like a console you can plug up to your TV and play the Vita games.
Yeah.
So I'm all about it. I think it's great. I can't believe that things like the Vita and the PlayStation TV were so underutilized here in the States.
Yeah. It's because in Japan, I guess maybe they wanted something more exclusive to Japan, whereas here in the States, I think. Because here in the States we've got like Roku's and like different like box, like we have smart TVs and stuff like that. But giving the addition of like added with the PlayStation value, like where you can play PlayStation Vita games on like a bigger screen with that system, I think PlayStation missed out by getting into the American market with it, because now the Switch is doing that effectively.
Well, the Nintendo just has a way of doing their own thing, and then also taking things that other people are doing and making it their own thing.
Yeah, and then copyrighting it and making sure no one else can do it because, hey, copyright law.
It's hard for me, even though we talked about earlier the death of the emulators and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's still hard for me to hate on Nintendo because I truly believe that they are one of the companies that stuck with making their customers happy and making games that everybody can play.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. You see, they make their game, like they meticulously go through their games and they have such polish on them. I have yet to find a studio that has put out a game. Well, okay, outside of like Naughty Dog and like other studios like that.
Love the outfit, dude.
Nice, dude.
It's great.
I think I just saw a Red Ranger. Like, yeah.
The Red Ranger is here.
Yes, Austin St. John is here, and he is.
So the Red Ranger mob is.
Oh yeah,
in full
in droves,
capacity.
in droves, dude. Did you ever watch Power Rangers growing up?
No, Nate.
No.
I never watched the Power Rangers growing up. I was only like 5 years old when they came out, and actually, I didn't watch. I lived Power Rangers when I was growing up.
There you go.
I loved Power Rangers, and I was a Red Ranger fan.
There you go.
I was a huge Red Ranger fan because growing up as a redneck, I always thought having long hair made you like a sissy. It's true.
So you didn't like Tommy?
I did not like the Green Ranger. I did not like the White Ranger growing up.
Dang.
Because, well, I had to be a man, by God.
Oh, God.
so, now, as an adult, the Green Ranger is awesome. I love the Green Ranger.
Yeah. Okay, my favorite before the Green Ranger came along was the Black Ranger. I like the Black Ranger.
I like the Black Ranger as well.
Yeah, Zach was really cool.
Yep.
I like him being like the fact that he danced and then he also included that in his like move set.
Right.
Like that was part of his repertoire. Like his
like
dance.
Eddie from Tekken.
Yeah, kind of like that.
What's the name of that martial art?
Capoeira.
Yeah,
Capoeira.
I would never be able to say that.
It's a Brazilian martial art. It's been in practice for hundreds of years, and it is like crazy when you see like pro capoeira like fighters go and make these crazy moves.
Yeah.
Like just how they contort themselves to dodge attacks and yet at the same time deliver a kick.
Oh yeah.
That may not knock you out, but will knock you on your ass.
It's kind of like the spectacle aspect where it's like there's a show in front of you and it's getting your attention, distracting you with all these moves, and then the one that matters catches you.
Oh, yeah.
I think that would be kind of hard to go against.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wonder, has there ever been anybody that has tried that style of martial art in MMA?
Let me show you. There is one guy I saw.
This is going to be interesting.
So he did try it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, what a spectacle.
There it is.
Then with a bang.
Knockout. Where's that? Yeah, right here. This is the
Let's
one.
see.
I'll show it.
See, you never know which part of it's for show.
Yeah. Like right here, you see, these kicks are crazy. And right here, he does the tornado one right here. Right here, watch. Wow.
Boom.
Night, son. Night.
That was insane.
Yeah, let's see that again. One more time.
Wow. And that was like whole bottom of the foot right across the button.
Yeah.
Show that over the.
Okay, actually, I'll play that. I'll play it for y'all at home. I'll have the video up, but here's effectively what it looks like. Let me get it up here. Let me show that. And here we go.
Yeah,
and
this is insane. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy.
Right in the face. Yeah.
That looks like Tekken.
Oh yeah. Well, that guy's crazy. Like a crazy good fighter.
Absolutely.
Probably the best capoeira guy, capoeira practitioner in the UFC is Edson Barbosa. Of course, Edson Barbosa. Okay, spinning heel kick. This spinning heel kick is nasty. Watch this. Oh, stupid music. Right here. Watch this.
So I get to see all the.
So fast.
Ooh.
So fast with his knockout.
That was pretty gnarly.
Yeah, and here's I think this is the one that actually. Oh no, that's not the good one.
Well, and I'm pretty new to MMA. Like I've watched some, but I haven't seen a lot of this stuff you've shown me over the past little bit, Nate.
Yeah, this is a long time. Terry Edom, the guy who got knocked out, he was done after that. Like he fought,
retired?
No, he didn't retire. He fought a few more times. But watch the impact.
I would
here.
retire.
Watch the impact right here as he hits him. Whack. And he is cold. He's out cold. He stiffens up and hits the ground like a board.
No shit.
He's done. Like,
I would too.
Crap.
I'd probably be flatlined after
well,
this.
Yeah. Well, Edson Barbosa is one of my favorite, because you never know how his fights are going to end, especially if he's fighting somebody who wants to stand up with him.
Right.
If he's fighting somebody who wants to stand with him, it's going to be an interesting fight because one of the
well, that's always the case. I see. When people are more willing to, because there's some people
stand and bang.
that are really, really good at going to the ground, right?
Well, yeah.
So why would you not want to do that, regardless of if it makes you popular or not? You can win that way. You want to win. Like I don't like it when people who for a fact can go on the ground and roll with anybody, but to prove I'm a man, I got to stand up in this fight. It's like no, you don't. Well, win the fight.
Well, one of my favorite, the last 10 seconds of a fight, probably my favorite last 10 seconds.
Derek Lewis.
No. that was the last 15 seconds. My balls are hot.
That's my favorite.
My balls is hot. But this one right here, this is the last 10 seconds of this fight is probably to me like a personification of being an MMA fighter. These two guys have slugged it out the entire fight. They could have gone to the ground because this guy is an All-American wrestler and this guy is a jiu-jitsu black belt. But they decided to stand with it, and this is the last 10 seconds right here. Watch what happens. Max Holloway points down. He's like, all right, let's go. 10 seconds. Swinging. Max was just like, right here, let's do it. And Rick Harder's just like, let's do it. And there's wah.
That looked like they were calling a pro wrestling spot.
Almost, yeah.
You know?
Oh, well, honestly, dude, it gets to that point.
Did they just know that they didn't have the thunder to drop either?
No, they both had the thunder. I mean, Max and Ricardo are both very strong. It's just they want
to me because now I'm going to be the 9/11 conspiracy theorist. I'm going to be the one sitting here talking trash. I think that there is a scripted. So you're going to be my Eddie Bravo.
Yes. You're going to be my Eddie Bravo. Oh my gosh.
I think that there is a scripted element to MMA.
Well, okay. When
after
it comes to
seeing
matchmaking,
what happened after the Khabib-McGregor fight, that looked like Attitude Era WWF, and nobody can tell me any different.
Well, no, it did. But here's the thing about some of the Attitude Era WWF. A lot of what happened back then was a shoot. Have we forgotten? Like the Montreal Screwjob is a shoot.
They're workers, though.
I know they're workers.
Nobody was willing to drop, Sure, the Screwjob. Do you really honestly believe Bret Hart was ready to go and just cold cock, heartbreak kick Shawn Michaels? I don't. I do not think that there would have been an actual fight.
I don't think he was going to hit Shawn.
They know better. They're workers. It would never have happened.
You know who he did go hit? You know who Bret did go hit? He went and knocked out Vince. He knocked Vince out. Like he hit Vince so hard he gave Vince a concussion. Was that on TV? No. Well, the camera crew wanted to follow them in, but Bret shut the door before the camera crew could get in there.
Okay, so
and then
they
came in, and Vince was knocked out, and they took Vince to the hospital, and he had a concussion.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing. I mean, I know you can
have things in the Attitude Era that were a shoot as far as verbally.
Oh, yeah.
But I physically... The brawl for all is the only thing that I can think of. Bart Gunn.
Bart Gunn, smoking Dr. Death Steve Williams, which that tournament was supposed to bonify him as like the toughest guy.
Right. Well, they thought he was.
Well, okay.
What they didn't anticipate was the fact that Bart Gunn was going to come in there and knock everybody out, except for Butterbean, obviously.
Here's the thing: Bart Gunn was a trained boxer to some degree.
He was trained. He wasn't trained before the brawl for all, though.
No, not fully. But
once he started to realize he had a chance.
Well, once he
started getting ready for
stuff.
Once
it showed he had some boxing experience, once he got to Butterbean. Well, Butterbean's just a monster, especially Prime Butterbean. Butterbean was a monster.
During the time for the brawl for all, he was pretty damn close.
Oh yeah, well. 1992 to 2003, a lot of people consider like Butterbean's prime because he only lost like 2 fights during that time.
Yeah,
and one of them was to Larry Holmes, probably one of the best fighters of all time.
Right.
And the other one was to George Lindenberger, who outpointed him on the outside and just kept avoiding
good,
him.
Man.
What's up? So
tons of cool costumes coming through here.
Dang, I should ask it. Hey. You want to be? We're doing a little bit of a costume highlight thing for our broadcast for our podcast we do here. Do you want to if you want, we can bring this microphone up and you can tell us about your outfit a little bit, if you're interested. If you're not, that's fine.
I don't really have a lot to say about it because unfortunately, wasn't homemade entirely. It just
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, we'll also ask you other questions like, you know, how many conventions you've been coming to. You know, if this is your first
Experiences at
your best
conventions and
experiences, stuff like that. If
Yeah,
you're
yeah, yeah.
interested.
I mean, I don't have anything better to do for,
Cool.
for like an hour or so.
All right. So yeah, if you want to just have that right there, I'll get the camera pointed up at you. Hold on.
It's only going to be like 168,000 people or something.
165.
Yeah.
165. Come on. So yeah. So this young man here, can you care to give us your name, sir?
David.
David. Okay. Actually, let me get my the cans on my head so I can hear.
The cans.
Yeah, the cans. All right. So speaking of the microphone, we'll see if we're still recording.
Alrighty.
Okay. So let me turn you up a little bit. All right. You should be good now.
Okay, cool.
So
Okay.
what's your cosplay?
I am Corvo
Corvo?
Otano from Dishonored.
Yeah, great
Awesome.
game, dude, by the way. Great. If you ever have a chance to play it, Chad, do it. It's
Absolutely.
really good. And there's multiple ways to play it. There's a good ending and a bad ending, depending on how you play it.
Which do you choose, the good or the bad ending?
I mean,
Be honest.
good and bad's pretty relative, right?
Well, yeah, honestly.
Well, what ending did you choose on your journey the first time you played through?
The first time I played through, I guess it was kind of the, I don't know if neutral is the right
the
word, but
passive.
it's the,
There's pacifist, neutral, and genocide.
See, I did the neutral because I'm not the best at games, so there's no way I could do the full out just pacifist ending.
Fair
But
enough.
I didn't just kill everybody. I actually did have to restart at one point though because I didn't realize at first how the rat mechanic worked, and it got to be the point where the rats were an issue.
Oh,
where
yeah.
I was doing the really bad ending, and I had to go back and kind of cut back on that.
So see,
because-
your heart went into it. You were wanting
Yeah.
to be the good guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you tried.
Right.
You tried.
I would count that as a not a pacifist, but an honorable ending.
Yeah, I would too. I'd say
Yeah.
you followed the honorable end. Like I saw a friend of actually Zach. Zach
Yeah.
actually played through like all the different endings, and he actually got the pacifist ending last because it was so difficult for him to get.
Oh yeah, it's the most difficult.
Yeah. Especially for some of the characters because it's very hard not to kill them. It's very difficult.
especially with a lot of the stealth-based things.
Yeah, that's-
there's certain people it's hard to avoid killing when they. For example, if you have to choose between either this person's going to spot me when I choke this person out, or else the other way around, he's going to spot me when I choke the other one out. It's very difficult sometimes, and of course, you know, he uses a wheel lock pistol, which isn't that
Yeah.
accurate. So
Yeah.
it's like, well, I'm going to shoot him in the leg and run away. That it works sometimes,
Yeah.
not very often.
No. So how long have you been coming to conventions for?
I've been doing conventions for a few years. This is actually my first time at KaijuPaladinGabriel.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
cool.
Hey, welcome to the party.
Yeah, glad you came.
Yeah, me too.
So, is this your first cosplay that you've ever done, or?
No, well, yes and no. This isn't the first time I've cosplayed, but this cosplay was the first one that I did.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
cool.
So, the mask there.
Yeah, the mask is
yeah,
great.
the I forget. Is it called the hunter's mask or the? I forget off the top of my head.
Yeah, I just call it the mask.
Yeah, the mask. But
The
yeah,
mask.
But,
That looks pretty awesome, man.
but yeah.
And you didn't make that? You were able
No,
to purchase that somewhere?
Yeah, somebody made it and then sold it to me.
Oh, okay.
super cool.
So yeah, I was gonna ask what's probably one of the best experiences you've had at a convention, like in terms of meeting somebody or somebody acknowledging your costume.
As far as just like the costume goes, or just in general?
Just in general, man.
I think probably last night. This is the first convention I've been to where they've done live action role playing.
Yeah.
And I'm big into the World of Darkness stuff, and
Yeah.
they had a Vampire the Masquerade scenario, and that was very entertaining.
Awesome.
Nice.
The Vampire the Masquerade's been going around for a long time.
Yep.
Do
Yeah.
you have any influences, any people in your family or people you know that influenced you to get into that game?
Not really. I started out with D&D, Pathfinder, and stuff like
cool.
that, and it was actually through doing medieval fantasy LARPing and things like that, I was introduced to Mind's Eye Theater.
Okay, cool.
And it was after learning that they were inspired by a tabletop that I actually got into that.
Nice.
Wow.
Hey,
super cool.
Are you having fun at the convention here so far?
Indeed.
Very nice. Hey,
awesome.
Hey, well, thank you once again for dropping by, man. And
thank you.
Nice costume. And hey, we'll see you around, man.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of the con.
Thank you. You as well.
Well, that was super cool.
Yeah, cool.
First time I've heard Vampire the Masquerade brought up in a long time.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Thinking about it, I'm just like sitting here like Vampire the Masquerade. What is? Oh, wow! I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Yeah, it's kind of like D&D LARPing.
Yeah.
You know, and the first time I was exposed to it is probably like 98, 99. I was young.
Yeah.
I was like 9 years old when I first heard of Vampire Masquerade.
Yeah. Gosh, dude. Yeah, like I said, the nostalgia train, it just comes running through.
My friend David Goins.
Shout out. Oz.
Yeah,
what up, Oz? Check us out.
Shout out. He was actually one of the first people to ever tell me about Vampire the Masquerade.
Nice. Well, hey, man. Hey.
Along with multiple other things. Darth Vader in the house.
Darth Vader. Yeah. What's going on? Actually, that's Chill Vader.
Chill Vader.
Chill Vader right there. Oh, yeah. That's right. We were doing the green screen right over there. Yeah. Yeah, dude. I remember the picture we took, dude. Cool.
Awesome, dude.
Hey, where's your lady friend at? Oh, okay. But
cool deal.
All right. Oh, so do what? Oh,
causing trouble, causing mischief and mayhem.
Yeah, we're causing mischief and mayhem. We're doing like a little podcast thing where where people, patrons that come by, they want to do an interview and everything. Yeah, and I'm actually trying to get
having ourselves a good time.
Oh yeah, very good time. So yeah, that's what we're up to, man.
Take it
Catch
easy,
you later,
Chill
man.
Vader
Take care.
in the house.
Chill Vader, man. Chill Vader. Yeah.
The chillest Vader I've ever met.
Oh yeah. All right, so I'm gonna actually go and try and get Veronica Taylor real quick.
Cool.
We will be right back here in just a few moments, and we'll see you then.